Today I wanted to do some broccoli seed sprouting, and I did a video using my sprouter. I talked about a lot of the things that I use here on the homestead all the time, and my sprouter is one of them. I use it every few days without fail, and we'll link that above. You guys can check that one out. But what I wanted to do is kind of go over some of the wonderful, wonderful properties that broccoli sprouts have for you. Now, you know broccoli is one of the healthiest foods in the whole world, right, guys? But broccoli seeds, when you sprout them, you're going to get anywhere from like 10 to 100 times more of the beneficial nutrients and enzymes as opposed to the actual broccoli floret. So there's this compound called sulforaphane, and it is sort of like, you know, it's in the highest concentration in the broccoli sprout out of like any other food. And the sulforaphane is what is known to help to be anti-cancer, to be help with like chronic diseases, to help with inflammation. There's a lot of research on autism spectrum disorders helping with that. So this is sort of like Doug and I's, my go-to thing. It's sort of like a wonderful vitamin pill to help us, to help preventative. Maybe you have some issues going on. This is food, and it's in a sprout form. You know, if you like broccoli or you like sprouts, and it even has a little better taste. Some people prefer this over the actual broccoli, that they can eat this. We put them in our salads. I put a handful on a sandwich. You can juice them, make them into smoothies. We did a video a long time back on the benefits of sprouting. We'll link that above too. You guys can check that out. It's an older one of our videos. But I can't suggest enough, because you want to do as much as you can to help, you know, our environment, what's going on in our body. They're also great for detoxification, getting pollutants in the air. You know, you're breathing gasoline fumes and fumes from, machinery and different things like that. Even a lot of benzene that you're finding in sodas. And this is good to help eliminate these pollutants in the airs that we're breathing. So I'm going to show you real quick how to do it, because sprouting is so easy if you're not doing it. You can find these sprouts. This is the Now brand. You can find them online. A lot of the stores carrying them. Don't just get a little pack, because it gets very expensive. But you want to get them. This is maybe $4.99, $5.99. It's not that expensive. You can buy them in 3-pound bags, 5-pound bags. And they will last you a long, long time because they're so teeny. As you can see here, I've already put 2 heaping tablespoons in there. All right, and I put some filtered water in there. Make sure no chlorinated water. Do not sprout with chlorinated water. Make sure you're using distilled water or your purified water. It's very important. So then I put the water in there. I'm going to let it soak overnight, kind of get the sprouting process started. And then when it's done, let's imagine it's been sitting out overnight. Then I'm going to strain it out, like so. And then I'm going to set it at an angle so it can slowly drip out, because you don't want them to get moldy or get, soaking in the water. You want the water to drip out. So I'm going to rinse these seeds in the morning and at night, twice a day. And if you are going to sprout in the summertime, or you live in a very humid area, I would suggest rinsing it out 3 times a day. So like in the summertime here, when it's really humid, I do it like morning, afternoon, and at night. Okay? And then after about 3 days, and then that sulforaphane is really at its peak. You're going to get so much of it at about 3 days. These things are going to start to sprout. So after I'm done sprouting, it's going to look like these guys. And these are going to fill up my whole jar. And they're going to be packed in pretty good. And after they've been going, and sometimes, and it depends what's going on, sometimes I'll have, if it's cooler out, they may not sprout quite as quick. It might take me 4 or 5 days. It just depends on the temperature in our cabin. But then once it's done, and they sprouted up to the length that you like, I take it out, and then I'm going to lay it on the side after I've rinsed them. And I'll set them here in the sun to get a little chlorophyll for about a day, part of the day. And then once they're dry, then I'm going to put them in my container. I mash them down, and then I close them up. And they'll last you at least, I eat them way before they would ever go bad. But if they smell moldy or bad, you don't want to eat them, of course. But they'll last you a while. A week or so at least in the icebox or refrigerator. Okay? So all I want to do is encourage you guys to start sprouting. Take control of your health, because no one else is going to do it for you but you. And just knowing that this is one food that you can add to your, list of foods that you eat, that you don't need to eat as much, and you're going to get so much bang for the buck. I mean, it's just phenomenal. So I just urge you guys to start sprouting, because it's very, very, very simple. Okay, guys, so another thing, these are also anti-aging. When you sprout, sprouting is just great for that. So if you eat enough of them, maybe you look like you're 16 or 17 again. All right, and another thing I want you guys to remember is make sure that you chew them up. You want to juice them, or any food that you eat, make sure you chew it up, because that's how you're going to get the most enzymes out of your food. If you just swallow it quick, you're not going to be able to get all the vitamins that you need for digestion. But especially with this, to get that sulforaphane compound, you need to have it ground up, chewed up, put in a blender, smoothie, and do it like that. It's very, very important. And we have one of our homestead homies, Linda's Pantry. She is so, so close to 100,000 subscribers. So we're trying to rally behind Linda and get her that many by the end of the month. So if you can, check it out. We got all the links below. And if you guys want to be a homestead homie of the month, I want you guys to make sure that you're sharing, commenting our videos, because at the end of the month we will pick a homestead homie of the month. So you guys be on the lookout for that. And if you don't know what that is, make sure you're watching some of our videos, because we talked about it in our last video. All right? So I just urge you guys to maybe start sprouting. It's very simple. You can sprout anything. But today I'm just talking about the broccoli sprouts, because they are like way at the top of the list for everything. So I just love them. So check it out. This is Off Grid with Doug and Stacey, and I'm Stacey, and I'll see you guys later.